Good morning.
Good morning for day 2 from our Epic Universe trip.
Today we're gonna go in around 9. I think we're gonna go to Super Mario World.
Yeah, we have Super Nintendo World.
What I call it, Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's the video game. No, so we get, because we're staying at Stella Nova, as you can tell by space-themed wall behind us. You get early park admission. So the park opens at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And so we get to go in at 9 a.m. But the only things that are open are Celestial Park, the hub area, and then Super Nintendo World. So we did not go to Super Nintendo World yesterday. So we are going to take advantage of the early park entry and go hang there for the morning. We'll probably be there for a little while, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There's 3 rides there.
There's 3 rides. There's some food we want to check out.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get to go there yesterday, so we're probably going to spend a decent amount in the morning there.
Yeah. And I got my little Yoshi yesterday, so.
I have my little dragon
Yeah.
okay, so I looked it up because I wasn't sure, and then I was embarrassed that I didn't know her name. Apparently in the franchise, she doesn't have a name and is just referred to as Light Fury, which is kind of rude. But apparently Google tells me that the How to Train Your Dragon fandom has lovingly nicknamed her Toothpaste. So I think she's Toothpaste now.
Toothpaste and Toothless.
Yeah. Also, we didn't talk about our shirts.
Oh, yeah. So we both got shirts yesterday. So you are wearing a cool, this is it's Frankenstein's Manor.
Frankenstein Manor, crop top. It's nice and light and airy, perfect for the park.
Mm-hmm. And I got myself a How to Train Your Dragon shirt. So this is one of those Viking statues that's in Isle of Berk. And it says it's hard to see here, but it says this is Berk at the side of the shirt.
And it's got a cool dragon.
A little dragon at the back. So yeah. I love orange. So this was a perfect shirt for me. So.
Yeah. Grant saw the shirt, was like, so.
But no, it was a nice, the beds were very comfortable here.
Super comfortable.
Very quiet. We had a nice view of Epic Universe. I woke up sort of very early this morning. It was about 5 a.m. And I noticed out there, I'll put the footage here. It was very far away, so you might be able to see it super clearly. But they were putting light projections on the Helios Grand Hotel in the park, which was really cool. I was watching that a little bit from my window.
Yeah. Also, this morning we went downstairs to grab some coffee, grab some breakfast.
Yeah.
So you've kind of 2 options here at Stella Nova. There's the little cafe. It's not a full Starbucks. It's a proudly serving Starbucks kind of situation.
Oh yeah.
So we got coffees, but they also had hot pre-made sandwiches. So we got a bagel sandwich, bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich that we just split. It was $9.
Yeah.
But there's the Cosmos Market. Also had a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel for $14. So
it might be slightly better quality. I don't know, but probably I don't know.
It's a mass-produced bagel. I don't know. But yeah, you just know that if you're getting a handheld sandwich, they have almost the same options in the little cafe for several dollars cheaper. Just FYI.
So we weren't super hungry, and we know there's a lot of good food we still want to try in the park. So we were we just need something to fuel us until we.
Yeah, we just need enough calories to get over there.
Yeah.
So.
Also, speaking of food, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I discovered this. I had a discovery this morning. So yesterday, if you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, I tried a blood orange chicken burger at Dust Steakhouse. Really good, really tasty. Black bun. I made a discovery this morning. No further details. Just Google what happens if you eat a black burger bun.
Or the black.
There was a black Whopper
Burger King.
at Burger King with side effects. This one does the same thing. So fun fact. Just. Not going to say anymore, but it was interesting.
It's been a morning full of discoveries.
Yeah. But no, we've got a little bit, we've got maybe about 30 minutes before we sort of are going to head over to the park, and another big day in the park. Man, I think it closes at 9 o'clock. I don't think we're going to make it the whole day.
I don't think so.
Otherwise it would be 12 hours if we go there all day, but we'll see what the day holds for us. But we'll see you soon as we go and check out the early park admission process and head into the park. All right, so we just did early park admission. Pretty good process. There was a lot of like lining up, so definitely come early.
Yep.
Because I'll put a bit of video over here. There was a big crowd. We got here at about 8:20 or something for a 9 o'clock early park admission, and it was packed. And then everyone sort of runs to Super Nintendo World, which we also did. That's why we didn't really film much, because we had to just book it over to the rides.
Yeah.
So we've done all 3 rides now. I filmed a little bit too. I would have put it earlier, some of the queues and stuff. Cool queues, theming and stuff, but we had to come outside because it is so loud in Super Nintendo World.
It's sensory overload.
Yeah. We actually have to come out, and we're going to go back in and do some filming, but we can't even film in there because of all the copyrighted music and how loud it is. So we're going to talk out here, explain it, and then we'll do some B-roll, some montages of our time in Super Nintendo. But we essentially just did the rides, right? And we're going to go back in and explore.
Do we want to give our ride ranking?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, what do you think? My top ride in there is Minecart Madness.
Agreed.
The Donkey Kong ride.
I love that ride.
That was great.
I knew nothing about it. It's super fun. It is a much more friendly, like kids coaster.
Yeah.
Than Hiccups.
Agreed. It's very accessible for kids.
Yeah.
But there's enough slight thrill for it to be good for adults too.
Yeah.
The
no, it was really cute. It's really fun. It's not. I heard people say it was really rickety. Stardust Racers is way ricketier.
No, that was fairly smooth.
Yeah. No, it's fun. It was a good one.
Theming on the ride, A+. Theming on the queue, not the best.
B-.
It was pretty bare bones, the queue. But one positive was it said it was a 50-minute wait. It was maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was very short, which was great.
Yeah.
You might differ here. My next favorite is Yoshi's Adventure.
No, I agree with you completely.
Not for everyone, but I say that. No. Everyone should appreciate a slow, dark ride, and that's what this is.
Yeah.
I say dark. A lot of it is out in the sun.
But you get to see the whole land from a different perspective.
It's almost like the People Mover
at
Magic Kingdom,
Yep.
where you get on the ride to experience the land, and it helps you appreciate the land a bit better.
Yep.
But and I was saying this to Marissa is I have more nostalgia for Yoshi than I do for Super Mario, because my first Nintendo console was a Super Nintendo. My first game was Yoshi's Island, so that was a real nostalgic for me. The queue, the ride, everything about that was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I would say last is Mario Kart.
And it's not even close.
I didn't really enjoy Mario Kart. I think the queue was excellent. Except when you get through the queue, they corral everyone, like 200 people in this one room.
In a preview room. Yeah.
It is insanely loud. Like everything's turned up to 120. And it's and then everyone's space in line got messed up because of this, and everyone rushes to go through the gates.
Yep.
And it essentially just makes it makes like an orderly line process into sort of chaos.
Yeah.
And then the ride itself is okay. It's I think the ride would actually be more fun if it didn't have the visor that you have to wear and play the game.
If you're not aware, you get a little hat in line, kind of normally where you would get 3D glasses, and then once you get in the car, there's a goggle that clips onto your hat.
Yeah.
So.
And that is essentially there's a
the
normal
augmented
ride
reality part.
In the ride, but then it's I think it's maybe augmented reality is actually the term for it. I think, right?
Yeah.
And you have to shoot.
I was out of the frame.
Yeah, you have to shoot your shells at things, and they are all just floating enemies and cars that didn't seem to go
really
with
weird.
the actual track.
Really hard to see stuff. I don't know.
Once again, also very loud. I almost found the screen too close to my eyes, and it was a bit disorientating.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might ride it again just to do, I would take the classes.
I would probably skip it just because it was unpleasant.
Yeah.
So all that to say, I really wish there was more, it doesn't need to be that loud universally. No. You can turn it down a little bit.
like at the moment, I feel like it's at 120 volume.
Yeah.
Turn it down to like 90.
Yeah. Yeah. No, agreed.
We even had to put it like, I admit I'm pretty sound sensitive.
Same.
And you are as well. I feel like I'm almost more than you two.
It depends.
It
depends, yeah.
Especially volume of things. We had to we use these little things called loops. These are loop earbuds. And you can kind of see, yeah. They're essentially just like little earplugs, but they let sound through. They just get rid of the different decibel ranges, and you can these ones you can kind of even adjust them to be really sound blocking or not all that sound blocking. We're putting these on and we're going back in to experience the rest of the land.
Because it's too loud.
It's way too loud. Like, we almost had like panic attacks going from Mario Kart to Donkey Kong because we were just stimulated from Mario Kart too loud, and then you walk into Donkey Kong Country, and it's pounding drums, like bang, 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 really loud. But so
sorry, I'm yawning.
Theming's great in there. Like, it looks wonderful. Yeah. It's just so loud.
Yeah, and I think there's the idea of we want it to be like a full sensory experience, and I think that's what they're going for. But there's sensory, like a full sensory experience. I'm not using the right phrasing. And then sensory overload, and it tips into overload, I think.
Agreed. But yeah, obviously it's not going to impact everyone like that.
But if that's something that...
if that's something you do, maybe if you have audio processing issues or sensory overload stuff, get some earplugs and wear them when you go in
your pocket.
Or have some headphones or something to dull the noise.
I will say, if you are like that and you do get overwhelmed, you can come out the exit and you just come around this. There's a little quiet little corner right here.
Yeah,
we're like behind the Mario fountain by the wall.
See, this is like the store that's on the outside.
It's shaded. It's super quiet. We're not near a speaker, and it's really helping.
So you can come and escape it for a minute.
Yeah, if you need to.
And I'm hoping
down.
We'll go check out like the Toadstool Cafe and stuff. We're hoping that maybe in some of those places it might be a little better.
Yeah. I know it's 9,000 degrees, but I want mushroom soup.
You want mushroom soup? So we're gonna head back in, explore the land, and welcome to the non-copyright music montage that we'll now do for the rest of Super Mario Land. And we'll talk again once we leave copyright hell.
Yeah. Okay, so as we walked away from our little nook, there was a guy waiting for us who was in I think he was health services actually, but he was like, "Are you Pikmin fans?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course." And he's like, "There's a secret Pikmin up here on this wall."
I'll see if I can zoom in for you, but he's very far away. I'll punch it even more to edit it. But yeah, it's a little hidden Pikmin.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
That's so cute. I knew you said there were hidden ones, and I'd forgotten.
Yeah. Also, I just want to point out this fountain is very cool. Oh yeah, and in terms of other little Easter eggs, look at this. See, there is some stained glass up here. If you come around here, all the way around to this side, right there is Link from Legend of Zelda. And there's a few little nods to Legend of Zelda in this store, which makes me believe there is
when you look at the overhead
Zelda
map
land
of this land, you see empty space next to it where they can easily slot in Hyrule. And that is the reigning theory that is what they are going to do.
Yeah.
So, all right, so now we're going to go back
into Nintendo to share the portal.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, we are done with Super Nintendo.
We are Mario'd out.
Yeah. Okay, but now, yeah, we just had a little snack at the Toadstool Cafe. Not sure if any of the sound came out, but it was in the montage if you didn't see. But essentially, I had the beanpole cake. You had a mushroom soup.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was nice. But now we want something a bit more substantial.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get
one of your most anticipated food items.
There's these mac and cheese like cones over in.
I keep thinking that's the term. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's why I keep looking for you.
Marissa's not a huge mac and cheese person.
No. No. I am a fan of mac and cheese. My body is not. Yeah. It is not a fan of me. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
So I'm gonna get that, and then we might stop at another place to get something. Marissa's gonna get something separate.
Yeah, I'll probably go
one
to
of the Olive Berk places. Yeah.
And get some. Kind of want something a little like on the lighter side today.
Okay. Yeah. After you just had a mushroom soup.
Well, actually, it
was light?
Yeah, it was not. I've had very creamy, heavy mushroom soups. It wasn't a very big portion. It's just a small cup. Honestly, portion-wise, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel too heavy.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So we're making our way over to Olive Berk. We're going past sort of the front of the park. We got to kind of walk around.
Yeah.
So we're walking back through here because they're kind of opposite.
It's nice and shaded in here.
Yeah, because Olive Berk is over sort of to the right of when you enter the park. Super Nintendo World's kind of on the left. So
yeah, so we kind of just have to like cross, which requires kind of walking around Celestial Park.
Yeah.
That's okay, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's a very nice day today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these torches are on here.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. Back in the best portal. The best world.
Yeah, not just the best world, the best world.
Yeah.
I just smile walking into it. I think this is the place.
Am I guessing it's this way maybe? I don't know. I have no idea.
We're gonna come back to and just like cry.
All right, I've got this is called the PB&J cone, and it's not peanut butter and jelly. It's pork, bacon, jam. So it's essentially just a bread cone that has mac and cheese, barbecue pork, and bacon, and like it's got like a pesto on top. But
wait, I'm trying to zoom in on that bad boy. There we go.
Yeah. And very cute. I like the toothless on the container.
Oh, that is cute.
Oh yeah, let's see how we go. I'll bite it once I don't have as much. Like, yeah, we'll bite into it a little later, but it's pretty tasty. Woo! It's got a bit of a kick to it. I think you might like a bite of the top with the pesto.
Okay. So you want me to do a little bit of this?
Yeah, take a bit of the mac and cheese and then a bit of that pesto on top. It's got a little bit of kick to it. Pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good. Like it's like almost like a garlic bread or something almost. Yeah. It's almost like an everything bagel seasoning. Yeah, this is pretty solid. I think this lives up to sort of the hype. It's a fun, very Viking themed, like maybe not mac and cheese, but feels like they do that theming pretty good here, I think.
Yeah. It's like a hefty food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, just gonna say, we're right next to Fire Drill.
Look at that scenery though. Like that's beautiful.
But yeah, thankfully you don't get wet sitting here.
No, you don't. I was a little worried about that, but it's fine.
Yeah.
The entire time you were getting your food, I was stressing about what I'm gonna eat for lunch because I'm not eating a mac and cheese thing. And I think I've settled. I think I've chosen. I think I want to go. I know we're probably going to go there for dinner anyways. I don't care because I'll get something else at dinner. I think I want to go to Goblet Noir
Okay.
And I want to get the goulash.
The goulash, okay.
Because it's served over egg noodles.
Okay.
And that just sounds really good.
Okay.
I didn't feel like something really like bread, like a sandwich or.
Okay. Sure, that sounds good. By the way, there is pork kind of throughout this too.
Oh, I thought it was only on top.
So it's not just the pork on top.
The more you know.
All right, now so I've got through some of it. I'm gonna take like a bite out of it, like a sandwich now. It works.
It's such a weird item.
Whoever thought of this, it's kind of weird, but it tastes really good. Well done, whoever invented the mac and cheese cones.
So theme park thoughts. I feel we've talked a lot about the food, but I don't know how much we talked about like how good the system is for the food here.
Oh yeah.
Like they've really, like if they stuck the landing on anything, I think they really stuck the landing on the food. Everything we've tried has been so good, especially if the bar is theme park food.
Yeah. But yeah, excellent.
Everything's been so good. The ordering system, we just did our first mobile order experience, and we've done the QR codes in some of the other spots.
Yeah.
It's been flawless every single time. Like,
yeah, that system was you just order ahead of time on the app.
yeah.
Then you just say I'm here,
Yep.
and then they'll then notify you when it's ready, and then you just walk up and pick it up.
Yeah.
And all the other situations we've had were in the restaurants where you order and they just bring it to you. Yeah, there's no lining up for food.
There's no lining up. There's no having to like carry a tray of food around 50 other people.
Yeah.
It just works. It's so good. So there's a section in the app, that says order food and drinks. So for pick up stuff, you can just do that.
Yeah.
No, it's flawless. I think they really stuck the landing on that aspect. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, I don't know if you've seen other people talk about how well that system works. But
Yeah. No, I haven't. I feel like it hasn't been sort of highlighted much. Like people have highlighted the sort of food is decent, but I think the whole process around it has been done very well.
is really smooth, yeah. Especially because poor Universal, their app is really not the best.
Yeah, it's
But
not.
that system works really well.
It does.
So. And that is the screaming of Stardust Racers next to us.
All right, back into the Wizarding World.
Back in.
Let's go.
Yeah, so the Le Goblet Noir is essentially when you go through the main entrance right here, you walk a bit down the main and then you turn
right into the darker alley.
Yeah.
This is much busier in here today than it was
is.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe the park is just busier today than it was
It
yesterday.
might be, yeah. So you're walking down here and then you hang a right into this
Right here.
little alley.
Look for the blue doors.
Yep. You come down here.
There's also
some
a bathroom
bathrooms.
right there in case you need it. Because they don't, that's one thing that's kind of strange is they don't have bathrooms in the restaurants.
No, you have to go out.
You always have to leave and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is the Goblet Noir right here.
Yeah. And once again, you wouldn't think it's this massive space.
Yeah.
It looks like a tiny little nook.
Yep.
So we're at the Goblet Noir. I got the Hungarian goulash, which is like stewed like paprika and peppers and potatoes and tomatoes and all sorts of good stuff and beef. And it's got egg noodles and then this like good crusty roll. So our drinks haven't come yet, which is odd, but we're just gonna go ahead and like. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think if it was with like potatoes, it would be too much, but the pasta is nice.
Nice. Okay, our drinks have finally arrived. Marissa got the lavender lemonade.
Okay.
We had this yesterday. Yeah. It was a nice, refreshing one. But I got something different. I need to read this because it's Le Breuvage Sombre du Goblet Noir. It's like a specialty mocktail or like just non-alcoholic drink. You can see here, so it's like a dark, they describe it as a dark fruity drink. That's all it says, but with yogurt popping balls. I think they're meant to be like eyeballs or something.
That's
I think
gross.
is technically what they said. You can see they're at the top here. They're like little boba.
Yeah.
Little boba balls. So let's see what it tastes like.
I'm not interested in that.
Ooh. That's actually nice. It's like a very subtle, like a very it's not super sweet, funnily enough. It's like a very, it's almost like a berry. Do you want to try? You might be able to lift your straw up really high.
Yeah,
You might
that's
miss
what I was
the
doing
pearls.
with the thing in. That's not bad.
Can you pinpoint the fruit? Is it like a berry or something?
Maybe.
Or a blackcurrant or I don't know, something like that. But no, it's good. This place is pretty good. We've been here a couple times now. We like this spot. It's a nice spot.
I'm very confused with the theming of it, but I really like it.
Yeah, we're in a different room than we were last night. You can see. It's very cool. It's like you're in a underground bunker almost below a
bar. Like if you've
bar.
ever been in like an old stone bar somewhere in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
No, the reason I'm confused is this whole Harry Potter land continues to vex me because it's French themes, but the ride takes place at the British
Ministry
of Magic, but the food in here is like German Central European.
Yeah, it's not French.
It's not French.
But the
beverages are in French.
The La Serene or something, whatever the other one's called, that's very French.
Yeah.
But then unless this back alley place is not meant to be in France, I don't know.
Unless
there's
there's
all sorts
some,
of travel around.
Unless there's some sort of franchise tie-in that I'm missing.
We don't know of, yeah. Maybe
which is possible.
Yeah,
but
unless all the people that come to this bar are people not from France, maybe, unless that's a thing, and it's for I don't know. We probably need to watch the Fantastic Beasts movies.
But yeah, so it's just kind of confusing. This area is each individual thing is really well done.
Yeah.
But they don't form a cohesive whole.
Yeah. I find just in general this world to be a little odd too, because it doesn't feel all that magical to me.
No, it doesn't.
It feels just like outside of this place, it feels like just you're in France or whatever, right? And it's very nice and very it's unlike Nintendo World. It's very quiet. I feel very nice soft music.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's well done and pretty, and it's like you're in Paris and stuff. But it's it's just a little strange and a little not as magical as Diagon Alley and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think they committed to this. The franchise collapsed, and then they were kind of stuck with it.
Yeah.
But it's still nice. I still like it.
Yeah.
It's just confusing.
Yeah. So we're back in Isle of Berk. We were going to go see The Untrainable Dragon, which is the show, the stage show.
Which has, reviews have been excellent.
Yeah. For 1:30 show was canceled, though. So there is a 2:15, so we might go back for that or a bit later. But we are going to go ride for the second time this trip.
I'm putting my water away.
Okay. Go and ride Hiccup Swing Gliders. I would say this is my favorite ride.
Of the entire park?
Of the entire park.
Yeah, I think I agree.
And it doesn't have insane wait times either, which is good. So it's only I think it was only 25 minutes when we went by, but who knows what it is now. But
I feel like it's
underrated.
Not what I was going to say, but yes. Underrated, first of all. But I think I feel about Hiccups the way I feel about Gringotts at Studios.
Oh, right.
I think Gringotts
is the best ride.
Is the best of the Harry Potter rides, and that's a hill I am prepared to die on.
Yeah.
And
everyone thinks it's Hagrid.
Everyone thinks it's Hagrid's, and Gringotts always, especially if you do a single rider, has a really short wait time.
Yeah, Gringotts is also, yeah. So yeah, we're about to go jump on Hiccups and...
Take two.
Yep.
Also, do you know you're being haunted? You're being haunted by ghosts. Oh, and then we got a fungus head over here. Where?
Dragon out of the sky. Thank you.
Encore!
What's happening?
Okay, we just got off Hiccup's wing gliders,
Yeah.
and still amazing.
Yeah.
Almost better the second time.
It was better. No, 100% better the second time. I think it was just my body was prepared.
You knew what to expect from
Yes.
it. No, it's one of these good coasters that like you can, because it's not super intense, you can put your arms up almost the whole time.
Yeah.
It makes it even more fun because you're just like, it feels like you're flying, you know?
Honestly, that's so true because last time I was like clenched the entire time, and this time I just like relaxed, and it was so much
It's more fun, right? Because
Yeah.
it feels like you're flying almost, right?
Yeah. So what are we? So we were gonna do the Untrainable Dragon show.
And it's been pushed back again.
It's been pushed back again. Not looking great.
Yeah.
Because that's 2 shows they've canceled.
Yeah. Maybe
So
we
what are we gonna
head
do?
over to Darkmoor.
Okay. What are we doing
Dark
there?
Universe.
What are we doing there?
Maybe. We could either, I don't know what the line's like for Monsters Unchained, so I don't know if
Okay.
we do that. But, or maybe we just walk around. So I feel like we need to explore there a little more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think we need to get a few photos of like the Isle of
Yeah,
Berk before we walk out of
we
here.
film our vlog all the time, and I think
And we
need
forget to take
We need to
photos.
take photos of ourselves for the Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at Greta and Marissa as well. We do more on YouTube, but but no, this part I love this. Like I don't really want to leave Berk, but
No.
we might come back again later.
This is like, I was saying to Grant, when the Epic Universe was announced, there was none of the worlds we were super, super emotionally attached to.
Yeah.
But we have both fallen in love with Isle of Berk so much. I
Yeah.
think like in 5 to 10 years, like this is the place we will come back to and feel nostalgic.
Yeah, and I think I've only seen the first movie. I think I'll go home and I'll probably watch all the others now.
And you'll probably be
and I'll
a massive
probably
nerd.
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's happening. Because now it means more.
I think so. But yeah, this world's amazing.
Yeah. They knocked it out of the park on this one.
Because even look like down here, there's one of these long boats.
But there's like fish on
There's
it.
like fish in there, and like
Yeah. There's like baskets of fish everywhere.
Oh, the
that
flame
guy's-
is back
flame
in
is lit
the-
again. Yeah.
No,
it's
it's
so
great.
cool. It's so cool.
Back to the dark universe.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's alive.
It's alive, which is a reference
It's
Grant does
alive.
not get because he's
I
never
know
seen.
the reference. Oh, this hood's broken.
Is what?
A panel's broken.
Oh
Whoa, something broke
Something
out.
broke out, heck.
Uh-oh.
No more a doctor than you are, Mr. Hyde. Stay away, you monster.
It's like the story of Jekyll and Hyde is
Yeah.
playing out in there. That's cool.
Okay, we are going to go into Monsters Unchained again.
Yeah,
it's only
Castle
20 minutes.
Frankenstein.
20 minutes. So let's go in the castle. So we're done with Monsters Unchained. That was fun. It was, you were saying you liked it more this time.
I liked it more this time. I think the first time I had so much anxiety about just the stroby stuff.
Yeah.
This time I knew what to expect. I went in, I relaxed, and could just like enjoy the story and the ride more.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more fun this time around. Like I just had more fun on that ride. Even I really enjoyed it the first time. I liked it better this time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of the things we've heard is that the more people ride that ride, the more they appreciate it.
There's a lot going on.
Because there's so much going on.
That you kind of, to understand what's happening, you almost need to ride it a couple of times. This time there was a few malfunctions with some of the animatronics. There was like, Igor was down and I wanted this like a big mummy that was down.
That like pops out.
Which was unfortunate,
yeah.
but we saw it yesterday, so that's fine. But it is a cool little view. We're just sitting down outside it and you can see
up into the castle.
Yeah, it is a cool castle.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job with it, and I feel like there is so much going on. Where even if an animatronic is down, the mummy, I don't know if I would have known.
It was meant to move or whatever.
It was meant to move. If I hadn't seen it yesterday, Igor's pretty obvious because he's like he's talking and his mouth and he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
But there's so much going on around you
that it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Agreed. But it's no, it's a fun ride. And it's been pretty low wait times while we're here compared to the other rides.
Because they could just keep it moving.
It's true. It's always kind of circling around.
Yeah. So we're not sure what we're doing next.
Yeah, I think we've done a lot. Oh, what is the time?
It's 2:42.
Okay, so we have about an hour until the next How to Train Your Dragon show. If we need to try that again, because we keep striking out with that one.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll go get a drink somewhere, or we'll see where we end up.
So we are at the Meteor Astro Pub.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Yep.
It's super cute in here. Like all the other restaurants here at Epic Universe, there's just a QR code at your table. You scan and do what you want. There is also, however, a bar you can sit at if that's your thing. So we just wanted to stop in, get in some AC for a bit, and have a cheeky pint. We haven't done that yet today. So I got the astronomer something.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
The Astronomer, I think it was called.
Is it? There's more to the name. It's the Astronomer beer.
Something Astronomer.
The Speechless Astronomer.
That's it.
It's a grapefruit wheat ale. So, Oh, that's nice.
Good?
Oh, that really hits the spot. It's not super grapefruity at all.
Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. Really hits the spot.
Nice. And I just got a strongbow cider, which sounded nice. This is right outside of like the Ministry of Magic, like Harry Potter world, the portal. As soon as you get out of that, you get in here. We haven't eaten anything yet. We might try here later, but it's a nice little place. It's a lot of windows and a lot of sunlight in here, which is nice.
It's really bright and airy. We were gonna go to the not Le Goblet Noir or the cafe, but whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
And there was a really long line, and it was in the
crazy.
sun.
Yeah.
And I was like, we really wanted to sit somewhere and get out of the heat for a little bit because it's brutal today.
Yeah.
So,
I found that like it seems like in particular in the Harry Potter area, but like it seems like everyone doesn't realize the bigger quick serve restaurants are as easy or as big as they are because they are never crowded.
Yeah.
There's always seats. And it's always like very easy to get stuff quickly, and people are tending to line up to get stuff. Like we saw earlier, there was a whole bunch. There was like 20 people lining up in Isle of Berk for the mac and cheese cone.
Yeah.
And all you had to do was order it at the Spitfire Grill, which was not even the sit-down restaurant, but the other one. All you had to do was mobile order it there and walk up and grab it. And this place, everyone was waiting like 20 deep in a line. It was kind of stupid.
At Spitfire Grill, there's the Hooligans Hideout right across the way.
So you can sit down and... Which
is like just basically like a covered area with like tons and tons of seating.
Yeah.
Where you can eat food. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that people haven't... It's a new park. No one knows what they're doing yet, I guess.
I think they've quite figured it out. But there's definitely ways... But in general, I would say go to these bigger bigger restaurants, because you don't even have to go in and get food. You just go sit at a table and scan a QR code, and you can just get a drink. Like that's all you need to get. Like in these, but like there's no minimum. You don't have to have.
There's
food.
no minimum spend.
Yeah. So just like take advantage of these really big indoor places to sit and eat or drink or whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to feel rushed at all.
No. All right. So well, I'll explain where we are first. We are in Pizza Moon. This is a new restaurant we haven't tried yet. So this is pizza, pasta, all that kind of stuff. So we're waiting for our food still, but we ended up lucking out finally, and we got to see the Untrainable Dragon, the show over in Berk, right?
Yeah. It was canceled like 5 times today. We finally were like, let's just drive to the 4:30. Walked up at 4, and there was like a big crowd of people. We're like, this looks promising, and sure enough, it worked out.
Yeah.
So we got in. Oh, this show.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. I would have watched. It was like 20 minutes. I would have watched that for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It was so far above the normal bar for like theme park entertainment, and yes, I'm taking Disney into account on that. So pretty high bar. Blows the other Epic Universe show, Cirque Arcanu, out of the water. When you go in, this is very important. When you go in, there's a front section of the theater, and then there's like kind of walking, and then there's kind of a rear mezzanine area.
Yeah.
If you can get into the rear mezzanine, bonus points if you're right
at
the front row up against the wall.
That's where we saw.
Because during the show, Hiccup comes out riding Toothless and rides Toothless over the audience, and he will go right over your head. If you're in the front section,
if you're too close,
it's going to be like almost behind you. So, oh my God, this show.
It was so good.
So good.
Yeah, like we won't spoil too much, but essentially it's about like there's this untrainable dragon and they need Hiccup to try and train it. But like, yeah, there's like this awesome like drummers that are live playing these drums. There's singers,
amazing.
These 2 singers come
The
out.
songs were so good.
Great music, yeah, the characters were great, the animatronics. As I said, there's literally a flying Toothless. And he comes flying right over, and the actor playing Hiccup is riding him. Like, yeah, it's so good. And then there's another giant dragon on the stage. It was so good. Like, yeah, I was tearing up when
you're tearing us talking about it.
It was so good, and I think that just like, yeah, we didn't get a chance to meet Toothless. The lines were so long, but I think I'm glad we got to sort that as a alternate, right? Because it was we got to see Toothless, like we got to see the show. That was the best show like I've seen in a theme park. It's without a doubt, definitely worth it if you can.
Yeah.
As I said, it was canceled quite a lot today. Hopefully they figure that out and they get more showings when they fully open.
Yeah, obviously that flying Toothless animatronic has to be super safe because we do have a human on it.
Yeah,
so
and it goes over the entire crowd.
So of course they want to make sure that's super safe, and I'm sure if anything's wonky, they just pull it because it's not worth the safety risk.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you were a little kid and saw that, that's one of those things that will just stick in your memory forever.
I'm a 38-year-old man, and it's sticking in my memory forever.
So I think it's safe to say we are now like fully converted How to Train Your Dragon fans.
It's so good. How to Train the Isle of Berk is without a doubt, I think, the best.
I'm not.
Yeah, Isle of Berk is without a doubt, I think, the best land here.
I'm fine.
But anyway, we are about to have dinner. I ordered a pizza, and Marissa got some pasta, so we'll, when that comes,
and we both ordered very much out of our comfort zone.
We do. So we'll show you what we got. We got.
So I got the Pink Moon alla vodka. It's cheese stuffed. I forget what correct word is, but it's like basically ravioli that are triangle shaped.
Yeah.
So I normally don't like cheese stuffed pasta. It's a thing. So
you do like vodka sauce.
But I love vodka sauce. It's something I make all the time. So, oh my God, I'm losing everything. What is happening? I swear I've eaten food before. Okay, no, that's actually pretty good.
It's good? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It doesn't, well, I think when I was thinking cheese stuffed pasta, I was thinking ricotta.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
Yeah, but it
Trash.
wasn't.
No, it's like
Like a melty cheese. Oh, that's good. Okay. Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, and while I'm waiting, I want to show you around this restaurant. It is super cool. So there's like this is actually a pizza oven. It cooks us one of the certain pizzas apparently. So there's a functioning pizza oven there.
That's shaped like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's shaped like a rocket ship. And then like, look at all the detail up here. The starry sky and, the pizza is here. I got the, what is this
Trip to
called?
Vesuvius or something?
Yeah, and so it's essentially a pizza with arugula. It's got like, I think it's like some pepperoni, some sausage.
Hot honey.
Hot honey, peppers, and some sort of chili pepper as well,
Yeah.
I think. So it's a whole bunch of
Calabrian
stuff.
chili.
But this looks amazing though.
You're gonna die.
It really does look good.
It does look
I think it's
really
gonna be hot. It's actually got, yeah,
I
it's
can
got
smell
nice.
how spicy it is.
It looks very hot. I might need to let this sit for a second before they eat it.
No, it looks really good.
That looks awesome. All right, time to dig in. It's very hot, so hopefully I'm not gonna burn my mouth on this, but okay. It's actually really good. Like, this does not taste like theme park pizza. Like, it's got nice crispy. Sorry, it was a very late heat. It's a little spicy.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Like, it's a nice burn at the back of the throat. It's got a kick. But no, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, look at that. Like, you can see the char sort of, like, it's definitely a... Okay. All right, Marissa.
Brent's making me eat his pizza.
She took a little bite, and I'm like, you can't eat while I'm not filming.
No, I'm crying.
What, is it too spicy?
It's
Take another bite. You'll be good.
No, I don't want it.
No, it's too much for you? Really? Too spicy.
Too spicy, too Marissa.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I'm a wuss. I fully admit that.
I think it's a good amount of spice. Like, it's definitely, like, theme park spice can be a little low sometimes, but like this is actually pretty,
this is not theme park spice.
This is in general theme park spice. This is like decently spicy. So if you're not a spicy person, don't get this one. But if you are, it's
I
very
think if
tasty.
I was in the mood for a really spicy pizza, it would be fabulous. That's just not how I feel right now.
Okay. But I like it. It's very good. Okay, so we just spent the rest of the time shopping. We just bought a few more souvenirs. Well, maybe we'll show them when we get back to the room.
Yeah. So we're gonna head on out.
We're gonna head out.
It's
goodbye.
6:26. Goodbye, Epic
Goodbye,
Universe.
Epic Universe.
We love you.
Let's go through the portal
Just for that.
one more
final-
time.
okay.
Yeah. Hear all the music, the epic music.
Epic.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been good. This has been a great
It's
trip.
been awesome.
Bye, Kronos.
Bye, Kronos. Bye, Epic.
No, this has been great, though. I'm really glad we did this.
I'm really glad we did this too.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we bit the bullet and did 2 days. I think that was necessary.
100%. Yeah, I think it would have been too
Too
cramped.
much.
And I think especially when this park opens, I think you definitely need 2 days.
Definitely do 2 days. At least 2 days.
Yeah.
When it's at capacity.
Like, because you're going to spend more time in lines for rides, I think,
Yeah.
and waiting for food and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could say like you probably could rush it in a day, but I think it's worth spending the time because I found today to be a good day to we explored more. We kind of we got to really appreciate the park, I think, right?
Yeah.
In the second day.
Yesterday was really just kind of adrenaline. And today was actually slowing down and taking it all in and getting to explore a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think we're going to be going back. We're probably going to go hang at the pool and just cool off a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't really checked out the pool.
Yeah, and there's like a really cool
Stella
pool
Nova.
area.
Yeah, it looks like a fairly big pool, and that might be. It sounds like that will be good. Feels like it will be good on our legs and feet and stuff.
So I'm sure we're going to do like a bigger review or
I think
like that.
I think after this vlog, I think we'll make like a specific Stella Nova resort sort of video.
Yeah.
Where we'll put our room tour. We'll put the resort. This way, sorry. No, we're going this way.
No, we're going that
way. Yeah, we'll do kind of like a Stella Nova video, so like that resort and the room and stuff, and then we might actually do a separate. I think we'll do a separate video reviewing our time here at Epic Universe, where we'll go through our favorite things, so favorite rides. We obviously didn't get to do everything, but what we did do, we're going to rank them, like how what we thought was worth doing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Our favorite worlds and our favorite restaurants, I think, is that's sort of the main categories, right?
Okay, so walking out of the park, do you have like any, like one thought that's like you have we're going to do a whole review video, but like anything with you right now?
It's okay, you can go first.
Okay. Because I have a really strong one.
Well, I think if there's anything.
Okay. So I think what this park did that was really special is coming in, I didn't feel much emotional attachment to like any of the lands, maybe Dark Universe.
Mm-hmm.
But what it did that was really special was with one particular land, it like wedged its way into my heart, and that's Isle of Berk. They took a franchise that I didn't have much emotional attachment to.
Yep.
Didn't have a big opinion on. I watched one movie before we came. It was cute.
Yeah.
But that's like it. And now I think that is the thing I'm going to feel nostalgic about looking back when I come in the future. I think that is the thing we're going to be most excited to go revisit again. That's the thing that we're going to look back on the most fondly.
Yeah.
And that is purely just
of how well done this world is.
How the passion and the creativity from the team that did that land. Like,
yeah, honestly, I think I agree. Like, when Epic Universe was first announced and they said there was going to be a How to Train Your Dragon land, I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, I didn't feel like that was that popular, or like, is that big enough to warrant this?
But clearly some people were so passionate about it and just had such a clear vision of what it could be.
Yeah, and I think they were like, this is going to be a perfect, like, theme park
It gives
world.
you all the theme park feels.
Yeah, like, I think, I probably had the lowest expectations of that world, and it blew my mind. Like, that is... Like, I think that's the best theme park world I've ever been in. Like, well, actually, no. Correction.
My jaw was on the ground. I was like, great, you've been to Disney Sea.
Fantasy Springs in Disney Sea is my favorite.
Yeah.
And that is only really because I'm so fond of Tangled.
Yeah.
So having representation in a park
really meant a lot to you.
Meant a lot to me personally, but I think in terms of like, but in saying that
it's a tiny piece.
A tiny piece, and it is 3 kind of different property, like movies in that world.
Yeah.
In terms of a fully encapsulated world for one universe, it's one of the best themed, like, immersive worlds I've probably ever been in. And that includes, like, the original, like, Diagon Alley and like all these other worlds, like Galaxy's Edge and Disney and all that kind of stuff, right?
And they took a property that like we didn't have an emotional attachment to and built that emotional attachment.
Fans. It made us fans of this property,
and like
that's pretty impressive.
I'm like tearing up talking about it because like 48 hours ago, I did not care about How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
And now like I mean, look at Grant right now.
Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt.
And they just, what they accomplish is like really, really, truly magical. So impressive.
And I think it's like, I've sort of thought this before, like, I feel like always my issue with Universal was, I actually don't think I think they almost cater to adults. Like, obviously I'm an adult, but they almost like, I feel like Universal's always catered to a slightly older crowd, and it's, I feel like this is the first real effort to make a sort of a more what is
inclusive.
traditionally a younger, probably targeted franchise.
Yeah.
But make it very accessible to adults as well.
And kids.
And kids. So I think it's a world that everyone should go into, and I think everyone can appreciate it.
Yeah, and I said this about the show of like, if you were a little kid in that audience and you Toothless is flying above you, like that's going to be the thing of this whole experience that sticks in your brain, and you can go back, hopefully 10, 15 years from now, and have that same experience. And that's, I think, what in so many ways, like the Mouse has done so well.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And sometimes Universal misses. And I think with Isla Berk, they stuck the
That's
landing.
what I've always preferred Disney in terms of
full experience.
I go to Disney and I feel like a kid again.
Yeah.
And that's why I go to theme parks.
Yeah.
I go to theme parks so I can be a kid for that day, right? Like you go into the park, it doesn't matter if I wear like a Mickey Mouse t-shirt or like I have ears on my head. No one is judging me for doing that. You know, like you can just escape reality. And sometimes Universal doesn't like feel as much like that. It feels a lot more like, you know, it's a theme park. People just go to ride a few rides.
That was a great ride.
And like, that's it. I feel like this is their first effort. Like, to some degree, Harry Potter and stuff, but I don't think that's winning over anyone that's not a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
But I think How to Train Your Dragon, I think Isla Berk has been the first sort of like step into them sort of like, I don't know, making it feel a little more Disney.
Yeah.
A bit more magical.
And like, even like the mead hall, like we have been to...
We've been to an actual
beer hall in Norway. And
that was Viking inspired.
That is like a place that is very special and very important to us. And it gave us those feels of being in this place that means so much to us. And like...
Yeah, I think, it captures some of the funness of like the Scandinavian countries and stuff.
Which is an area of the world we've really come to love and appreciate. And I know that my little thought became a big...
But yeah, and I think overall too, it's just like, I feel like that is the most complete world in Epic Universe. It has 3 rides and a show. And like, there's so much to do in there. Yeah. There's multiple restaurants. There's multiple places to go. And like, there's just so much going on in there compared to the other world. The other worlds almost feel empty compared to that.
Yeah. And like thinking about like, it's kind of what Disney does so well is they have like IP themed things, even if it's not a whole world, but they take this one thing. And even if that IP doesn't mean so much to you, that ride or whatever means so much to you. I think oh God, I'm going to say this. Like Splash Mountain, no one has seen Song of the South, clearly. But that ride meant so much to people. And I think Isla Berk took that concept, turned it all the way up, and just created an entire world that I think people can fall in love with, even if they haven't fallen in love with it in other formats.
Yeah, definitely. So, spoiler alert, Isla Berk is topping our list of our favorite worlds.
We have really big feelings about Isla Berk, and we weren't expecting to, and now we're crying.
But no, definitely a great couple of days here at Universal's new theme park. It's been great.
Yeah.
So is this little hotel. We've made it here. This was the entire walk back, by the way.
Is us gushing about how much we love Isla Berk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought that was going to be like 2 sentences, and then we just kept talking.
But no, I think that about does it, I think, for the vlog, right?
Yeah.
I think, well, as I said, we'll probably have another couple of videos up around our stay here. But in terms of our like daily vlogs from here, I think this wraps it up. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you didn't watch yesterday's, make sure you head back and watch that one as well. We covered a lot of whatever you probably didn't see in today's video. We covered everything. We did most of the things that we could here. So we appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked this video, and subscribe to see all our other travel adventures in the future. Bye.